Yo, what's happening, guys? Coming at you from downforsoundshop.com once again, and in this video we're going to be going through rapid fire question segment number 34. But first, alright, so we're going to get right into this. You probably already know all about our frequently asked questions or rapid fire question segment. We see you posting questions in the comment section and we come on here and answer them because nobody else is doing this. So please share my videos and saying thank you to me for doing these question answering segments for y'all. So we're going to start off with 850 Kane. It says, JP, what's better for a setup with one AGM battery, a supercap or adding another AGM battery for a 3000 watt system? Somebody commented high output alternator. Yes, you should have a high output alternator first, for sure. And it's kind of a vague question, but I would probably, if you're just everyday basing, I would just add another battery. If you're trying to keep some headlights from dimming or something like that, then you might want to look into adding a supercap. So that's going to be the answer for that one. Up next we have Real Savage. Says, hey, what's up, JP? What amp would you recommend to run on two Sundown XV315s? I would do a Down for Sound JP63 or a Sundown Salt 6. This would be perfect combo for those subwoofers. Could you put more power on them? Sure, but the more power you put on them, it's going to decrease the longevity of playtime for you. So the JP63 or the Salt 6 is going to give you the great amount of power. They're going to get loud and they'll play for a long time as long as you're not clipping it, so don't be clipping. Next we have Flexin 500. It says, will you be doing any Korean full bridge amps for those of us with very limited space but wanting bigger power? Not at this time. I don't have any anything on that right now. So if you want like full bridge stuff, I would definitely say go with the Sundown Saya line or SFB line, depending on what size you need. So great stuff there. So and we have all of them in stock. Next we have the Montgomery Z. If you had any choice, what subs and speakers would you run with the JP95 5-channel or the JP77 7-channel? I like the simple 1 amp setups, but always have the worst time deciding on speakers and subs. Man, this is such a vague question because I don't know what size speakers you need in your vehicle. I don't know how much room you're going to take up, like, so it's very hard to just blurt out something where I don't have a lot of need to know information. Without knowing any of that, the JP95, if I was just going to put something together that I could use any size speakers, I would do the Down for Sound D4S 60 V2 mids, do 4 of those for the 4-channel side, and on the 5th channel, since it's about 1000 watts RMS, I'd probably use a Sundown SA Classic 10 or 12. This would be a great matchup there. So that's what I would do if you wanted to do that 5-channel. On the JP77, since you have 6 channels and more power, I would do the Down for Sound D4. I would do 6 of the Down for Sound D4S 65 V2 mids. And again, there's so many different things you could do. You could do 4 mids, and then you could do 2 tweeters, or 4 tweeters on the other 2 channels, and then with so we'll play it that way. You could do 4 Down for Sound D4S 65 V2 mids on channels 1 through 4. Then channels 5 and 6, you could do do 4 tweeters on those 2 channels to like run your tweeters. Then on the 7th channel, since you're getting about 2000 watts on that, I would probably run a Sundown U series. That would be a great matchup for it. I mean, you could go with the XV3 series, but you would just be getting at the RMS power, so it wouldn't be anything crazy or overpowering. But that's a couple of different options for you. But again, it's very vague, and there's a lot of not known information that I need to help guide you better. So that's the best I could do. Next up, we have John Madrano. I recently purchased a single Sundown Audio 12-inch X3 Dual 2. I noticed the recommended box size is 2.5 cubes. Is this the minimum size? What is the maximum size you can get away with. And I see Annihilation Industries has been answering some questions there. He says, the bigger the box, the less power you would need to push it, but there's always a trade-off. Too big, it doesn't have enough back pressure and won't resonate. So I can't see the rest of what he was saying, but anyway, this is basically it. If you see a manufacturer of a sub like Sundown recommending this specific cubic foot, you want to go with that. You don't want to go with anything bigger or smaller. Like, they have tested these subs in tons of different enclosures, and they found out that this subwoofer, the XV312, works perfectly, optimally in a 2.5 cubic foot box. So why would you want to change that? They've already done all the headache for you. Say you go and make a 3.5 cubic foot box because you think it's going to be better, and then you turn it on and the sub's just flopping around and it's not producing a lot of bass. You're going to be pissed off. But I'm going to be like, why didn't you just listen to what they told you in the first place? It specifically tells you these things so you don't have to go through all these trials and tribulations that they did for you and finding out what size box the subwoofer works best in anyway. So listen to the manufacturers and do that, because they've already done the hard part for you. That's going to be the last question for this frequently asked questions segment. Again, if you have any questions for me, post them in the comment section below and I'll try to get to them and answer them. Don't forget about the Downford Sound Difference Guarantee. Lowest prices, fastest shipping, best customer service, and we will see you in the next one. Later. What's happening, guys? If y'all enjoyed all the hot content that you saw in that video, be sure to follow me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram under the Lifer Price, and also Downford Sound Shop on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm JP D4S on there, so be sure to check me out there. We'll see you in the next one. Later.